Oh, jeez. Hi, Tyler McCullough coming at you from my current office, soon to be not my current office because I'm moving to Idaho, and that's my main excuse as to why I haven't been making a lot of content recently, along with a bunch of other excuses that I have to justify my shortcomings. But I'm back, baby, we back. Okay, so today I want to talk about leadership. Specifically leadership in the employment area with employers and managers of industries. I'm gonna sneeze again, man, this is weird. So, where do I start? There's a giant lack of leadership in the work industry. I don't know what you would call it, employment industry, where managers and bosses treat their employees like shit and wonder why they constantly quit, why you constantly have to hire new ones on, why they don't listen to you, and why they don't want to show up for work. All right, because that's the biggest problem in any business is employees not doing the job as well as they could be, and how you want it to be done. Right? The scariest thing in business is trusting someone else to care about your business as much as you do. I am a business owner myself. I haven't always been. I've been an employee, and I've always hated every single boss that I've had. Mainly. I've liked some. Mainly just one. But the main reason that I wanted to pursue entrepreneurship relentlessly is because I never want to be an employee to a dickhead boss again. Right? And honestly, I want to be a cool boss that is well liked and that people actually look up to and want to impress. You know? People want to do good so that I acknowledge them and you know, and I want to have employees that want to make me proud. You feel me? Not sitting on a high horse. I'm just saying, like, that's the best. That's the ideal situation, right? Because if someone wants to make you proud, they're going to listen to what you say and try to exceed your expectations. And that's what every employer wants. But not every employer gets it. Very far and few get employees that are actually dedicated to the betterment of their business. So I kind of want to talk about leadership and how to properly manage employees because there's a huge lack of leadership nowadays. And we, as millennials, as the new workforce, are a lot different than, you know, adults nowadays, and they don't really understand it. So if you're an adult and you're a business owner and your employees are my age, 23, 20, younger people, then you're gonna wanna listen to this because we have a whole different outlook on life. We have completely different emotions. We grew up in completely different ways. And it's a whole new set of people you're gonna be dealing with. So I'm gonna start with talking about some of my employers. I worked at UPS Freight when I was 18 or 19. Yeah, I was 19 years old when I started working there. And I'll just go into every single one of them, right? I worked at a retail shop at the mall. Okay, I got on there. My first day was doing inventory. And if you ever worked in retail, inventory sucks, right? And so I got in there at like 7 a.m. and was just scanning tags. And I couldn't scan the same one twice, but I had to scan every single one once. And I went back to my manager, my boss, and I gave him a little scanner thing, and he says, "What the fuck is this? Did you even listen to what I said? Like, all of these, you literally scan the same thing like 3 times. What are you doing?" And like punished me because it's my first day. You just gave me this brand new piece of technology and explained it like you did to the people who have been doing it for a year now. Come on. Your expectations are pretty high for a brand new employee who's never done retail before. But instead of saying, okay, well, obviously, maybe I didn't explain myself clear enough, let me help you. What do you have any questions? Like, what can I do for you to make it so this is a way easier process? Because, I mean, not gonna lie, you kind of fucked this up. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, if we have all day, you can do this all day, but you're gonna get it right, and I'm here to help you get it right. So what can I do to help? You know, there's compassion there. There's actually, you know, leadership and wanting to make you feel not as bad or make you feel good about failing. You know, if we're taught in school that failing is horrible, but failing is really just learning. So create a learning experience out of doing the things wrong. That's a lesson. I mean, I should just be talking and spitting some employment stuff. Okay, anyway, so got there, my boss is a dickhead. It seems like straight out the gate. I worked there for like 4 months. Busted my ass. I always put my all into something that I'm passionate about. So I am passionate about outdoor clothing. I worked at an outdoor clothing shop. I loved to sell this stuff. I actually want to own a outdoor, you know, apparel brand and just have outdoor things. I love being outside. I love nature. So I got a job at an outdoor retail shop. And so I was kicking ass, dude. We had this contest thing, right? So he let us know day one that they have this contest that if you, oh man, what is it? Dollars per hour or something per hour. So if you exceed the amount of sales per hour throughout the month, you get a 50-cent bonus per hour that you worked. So I did that the first 3 months that I worked there. I beat the challenge. No one, like, this is they made it high so no one could do it. So I saw a challenge and I'm like, I love challenges. I love to just win at things. So I did this challenge. I exceeded the amount of money that it took the amount of sales that it took to actually do this challenge. And I did it for 3 months straight. Never received a bonus. And then in the 3rd month I said, hey, I've just did this bonus three months in a row. Can I get the extra check that's on top of my paycheck, my regular paycheck? I was getting paid $10 an hour. And so I wanted money. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I've done this 3 months in a row. You didn't pay me for the first 2 months. I did it for the 3rd time. Can I get my bonus? That'd be sweet, dude. And he's like, yeah, actually, we discontinued that contest, that challenge, in April, the month that you were recruited. So sorry, but I can't give you that extra bonus on top of your paycheck. What? What? That's like $40 a month. You can't give me $120, you stingy bastard, after I've busted my ass for you for the past 3 months? You gotta be kidding me. I was pissed, dude. Hey! My cat likes to knock things off just like any other cat. She knocked my fidget spinner off and destroyed it. Anyways, where was I at? God damn it, Stevie. So yeah, I was pissed, dude. You screwed me over. You could have told me that before I busted my ass 3 months in a row for you. But he didn't really care about me. He cared about the sales that I was bringing in. Okay, you following that? He doesn't give a shit about me as a person. He just cares that I'm bringing in a lot of sales. So instead of rewarding me for the hard work that I've been doing for the company, he says, oh, well, I already got my money. I don't need to give you any money because I already did the work. So I'm about to quit, but also North Face came in and they said, hey, this is back to school season. I think it's September, August or September. And they're having a back to school backpack season sale. All right, so we have a month for this challenge. Okay, there's 3 prizes. There's a backpack. That's the sexiest backpack I've ever seen. It's a technology backpack. And it doesn't even have zippers. It just has little buttons that you pop and it goes and freaking opens up. It's sick, dude. Freaking awesome. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm getting this backpack. And it's whoever sells the most backpacks in the whole both Bellevue and Tukwila stores wins. It was 2 stores. So I set on my journey, even though I was pissed, and I freaking got the backpack. I sold like 200 backpacks. I think it was 144 backpacks. Insane. I was literally just attacking customers with, oh my gosh, look at all the features on this one. Look at blah, 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 blah. Well, what are you looking for? What kind of what's your favorite color? I was just attacking these customers, and I freaking won the backpack. It's the sexiest thing ever. And right after I got my backpack, they made sure to wait until about 2 weeks after I won to give me my backpack because they didn't want me to leave, because they probably knew I was gonna leave, because I was pissed. Got my backpack and I dipped, because screw you, dude, you're an asshole. And they all acted, they all like hated me. I don't know why, but they seemed like they didn't like me very much, because every time we had to do inventory, it was the same goddamn thing. So I quit. Then I moved on to UPS Freight. And UPS Freight, I thought I was gonna get a job at like the shipping facility where you just like scan boxes and stuff. I just saw UPS. I'm like, oh, okay, my buddy worked at UPS and he had a good job. So I talked to him about it. He said, yeah, UPS is dope, dude. They didn't leave and pay for your college if you want to go. So I went and got a job at UPS because they were hiring on Recruiter or like ZipRecruiter or something. I had an account there to find jobs. And I saw, oh my gosh, UPS is hiring. I'm gonna get on that. So I got on the UPS and got trained to be a dock worker. I don't know if you know what a dock worker is, but we drive forklifts around the dock, unloading big ass freight. It's UPS Freight, unloading big ass trucks full of heavy equipment, heavy shipping stuff. It's like where the gym equipment is shipped. You can't ship gym equipment on a regular UPS truck. You gotta do it through freight. So all the biggest stuff is gonna be through freight. So I gotta freaking learn how to drive a forklift, and I'm always into the challenges, right? So we have this thing called bills per hour, and it's the amount of shipments you can move from one trailer to the from the incoming trailer to the outgoing trailer. However many bills, which the bills could be, 14 pallets, it could be 1 pallet. So however many bills you can get from the incoming trailer to the outgoing trailers within an hour is your average, right? So there's a new challenge, baby. So I learned how to drive this forklift. I'm a freaking savage, dude. Freaking whipping around, reversing, whipping around, being a badass. I dropped some shipments at first because I was trying to go fast, and got but also I'm working 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. at least. Some days I've worked 11 p.m. to 3 p.m. Hard hours. My entire life revolved around this place. And at first I was a little rusty. Well, not rusty. I needed to be greased because I'm new at this. So I trained hard, trained good, and I became a wizard on the forklift. I'm a freaking G with a forklift. But I started to surpass my coworkers in bills per hour, and they didn't like that. My coworkers did not like that. And this whole time, my boss was all right, but he was still, I don't know, man. Just no respect, just treats you as disposable work. Doesn't treat you like a person, doesn't treat you like you actually matter. Just kind of treats you like, oh, well, if you quit, then someone else is gonna come in and do the same job as you, so there's no point in actually treating you good because I don't see you as worth anything. You're just $13 an hour to me. That's how I felt. And I'm waking up at 10:30 p.m. to go and drive forklifts for 12 hours through the night in February when it's, 12 degrees out. So I start surpassing my coworkers and they don't like it. They start telling me, yo, you're going too fast. This is unsafe. You're gonna hit one of us on a forklift. And they start talking shit. And they start communicating with each other and leaving me out. And just like outcasting me, you know, because we all worked the same shift. It's the same 5 people every night. So they were just like not teaming up, but just like congregating with each other and only talking to each other. And whenever I show up, they just disperse and nobody talks to me. And then a week later, once that started, my boss comes up to me and he's saying, hey man, all the other employees are saying how you're an unsafe forklift driver, and we're gonna need to send you back to forklift training. You're gonna be doing like 3 days of like education, like video training, and then we're gonna have a forklift guy come in and teach you how to drive it. After I've literally surpassed, I'm first for bills per hour. I'm doing the best in the entire facility. And you're gonna tell me that I need to go back to forklift training and redo all of the video training and have someone come in to teach me how to drive a forklift when I have the #1 bills per hour in the entire facility? Eat a dick. So right when he told me that, actually no, it was the day after, I just quit. No notice, it was a Thursday, I quit on a Thursday. And yeah, then I went to Costco, got a job at Costco, started off in the freezer, stocking chicken, heavy ass boxes, breaking my back because I have to bend over underneath those shelves with like 50-pound boxes of frozen chicken and all that kind of stuff. Then from there, I went to the fridge, and then from there I went to cardboard boxes. And cardboard boxes, all you do, the box guy, I was the box guy, which is literally everybody's like toilet. Like everybody just shits on you when you're the box guy. So, what would happen is my entire job was to walk around, and at Costco everything comes in those big ass boxes, you have to unpack it, and then you have all this cardboard. So I would go around and pick everybody's cardboard up, you know, circle the thing. I'd walk like 14 miles a day because I'm literally just circling the store nonstop, picking up boxes, and then I'm going out afterward to rally in carts. And I was just treated like shit. Nobody gave a shit about me. Nobody cared. It's literally just managers look at employees like a liability. Like, oh, you're just, you know, $13 an hour. I was getting paid $13.50. So you're just $13.50 an hour. You're just the box guy. No one looks to you as an asset in the company. And I just feel for so many people, because I know so many people are in the exact same boat. And if you're watching this and like you feel the exact same way, I understand, dude. It sucks. You're just treated like a piece of shit, like a piece of gum on the bottom of your shoe. And I would just get this every single day. I would just get this massive pile at the end because people would like hide their cardboard or something until the very end, and they just bring by these giant, literally taller than me, piles of cardboard. And there was about like 60, you know, at Costco, those orange like flatbeds, 60 of those packed taller than me. I'm 6'5", taller than me at the back, and I'm just hitting this button and then unloading bales of cardboard, and I'm just by myself. I'm the only one doing it, and no one gave a shit other than Matt. Matt is the shit. Matt was hella cool, and he wasn't even a manager. He's a forklift driver, and he went to the managers and said, dude, you need to treat this guy better. Okay, like, tell the employees to treat this guy better. Like, everyone is just walking all over him. And man, it just created this freaking callous on employment, on being an employee, dude. I just hated it, hating being treated like a little bitch. Just like, oh man. And so, that was it, man. I had another job after that. I'm not gonna talk shit about that one because that was my security job. And my boss he was all right. He was pretty cool. That's where I have, see, that's the thing, dude. Here, I'm gonna show you something that really makes you want to do a good job for your employer. Is this right here. I don't know if you can read it, it's clear. But a freaking award, dude. Like, this is the kind of stuff that employers should be doing, is giving their employees recognition for the hard work that they do for you. You know? Like, at all these big ass companies, like, think about them. UPS, Costco. They're big businesses, they're big companies, and they don't give a shit about their employees. But that has to change, dude. And you wonder why so many people quit. Why, you know, some facilities aren't performing at their peak. It's because their employees don't feel like they don't feel appreciated. They don't feel like they're actually cared about or understood anything because no one talks to them. And that's what I try to change as a boss. I'm like, dude, my employees, I want them to feel understood. I want them to feel like I care. I want them to feel like I have compassion for their situation. I hate the thought of going back to being an employee because I've had such a bad experience with it. And my main goal with this is to be a coach for employers so that employees, like I want to train employers to be leaders, to actually have compassion, to be liked by their employees, so their employees want to, you know, do good for them, to make them proud. I didn't give a shit. I wanted to do the opposite to my employers. I wanted to say, fuck you, I'm leaving today so you can't find someone, so you have a hard time getting back on your feet after you miss a freaking person, after you don't have the person that's been doing the best bills per hour. I want you to suffer. That's how I walked away from the majority of the companies I worked for. I wanted them to suffer. Sorry. And that's sad, dude. That's sad. I would never, ever want one of my employees to purposefully leave at a very, you know, hard time so that I have a hard time without them, you know. I want my employees to feel so appreciated that they're here helping me, that they would feel incredibly bad if they had to leave right now. And that just takes compassion, dude. That just takes caring. And it just takes understanding and recognizing that they're trying. And it takes being a friend. And I know everybody says, oh, well, you can't bring friends. Friends in business don't blend well. Well, maybe that's why you're having such a hard time with your employees, is because you don't give a shit about them and you treat them like cattle. Maybe if you actually, you know, created a relationship with your employees and they look up to you, you're a leader, they could come to you for advice. They can come to you when they have a hard time. You go when they're having a hard time, when they're not performing at their peak. You go to them and say, hey, you know, I see your numbers are down. I'm not here to say you suck, but I just want to know what's up. I mean, I know that this is not the problem in your life. There's probably something behind the scenes that's going on that's this is a symptom of. So how can I help you? How can I, you know, can I talk to you about something? I have experience in all kinds of different stuff. You can come to me if you have anything you want to talk about. Whether it's about the company, whether it's about your personal life, I'm here for you. So how can I, you know, get you more motivated? How can I help you become better? And honestly, since I've become, you know, an entrepreneur, and like I don't have a boss, and I have people that I hire, I want them to treat my business as I would want it to be treated, right? So how can I do that? Well, I know that entrepreneurship is the biggest personal growth tool that you can possibly ever even imagine. It takes so much growth to become successful alone. And if I had been told that before I started, or if I had been told by my employers, this isn't just a job. This is an opportunity for you to grow as a leader. Like if you want to get promoted, right? You have to surpass the level you're at. So when you start acting like a leader in the position you are in right now, inevitably you will rank up in your company, right? I was never told that. And it takes personal growth to expand, right? It's growth is expansion. So you want your employees to grow and become better people. And as a leader, I remember I think I may have did my own definition of leadership. I think leadership should be about creating leaders. You know what I'm saying? So that you can have your employees take on the role of a leader and lead the other employees so you don't have to. And then by that, they will create leaders, and everybody will feel a responsibility for themselves to improve their lives and the lives of the employees around them, their coworkers, right? I guess what I'm trying to say is the best employee or the best manager, the best boss is the one to grow and empower the rest to grow with them. And the best way to grow in the workplace is to do better at your job. So it's a hell of a lot easier to, create a better work environment when everybody's on the same page of growth. Because it's not just about the company. It's about you growing as a person. And whether you stay here in this company or not, you can use this opportunity to become a leader and move on to entrepreneurship. You can start your own business. But right now, you have an opportunity to learn how to do that without actually having to do it. You can learn how to work with people. You can learn how to sell. You can learn how to sell yourself. You can learn so many different things just by focusing on growing. And when you bring that attitude into the workplace, everything will change. You won't have employees wanting to leave at the worst possible time so that your company suffers. You'll have people wanting to impress you and want to make you proud because you're a leader and they want to be a leader as well, and they look up to you. You want people, as a leader, you want the people you're leading to look up to you. That's what leadership is. So that's what I'm gonna say. Well, I'm gonna talk about more psychology stuff in the future. So you can kind of, like if you're an employer or you're an employee and you want to rank up, the best way to do it is become the next position before you're already in it. And what does the next position do? It probably has something to do with leading people underneath of you, like being a manager. If you want to be a manager, you start leading people that you're around in the same position as you. You kind of lead them, and the higher-ups will notice you becoming a leader, and they will say, hey, he's actually pretty good at that. Maybe he should be up here. And then you learn the management, and then you start to lead the management. And the people above the management, the supervisors say, wow, this guy is a real leader. He's leading the people who are leading other people. Maybe he should be a supervisor because that's what we do. You got to become the position you want before you actually get there. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you should train your employees to do. Don't be afraid they're going to take your position, because if you're doing that, you will rank up faster than they will. So, with that being said, That's all I got today. Thanks for watching this long, and I'll catch you later, baby.